Hey everyone, it's David. Today I wanted to share with you a mistake I made and how I managed to kill a plant with just one watering. I should have known better, and the information on the can even said no phosphorus, but apparently this is a lesson that I had to learn the hard way. So let's go take a look and I'll share with you what I learned. The plant I was referring to is out here in one of my front beds that I planted about 6 months ago. It's a Leucospermum that looked totally fine until a couple weeks ago when I fertilized it with what I thought was only a small amount of fertilizer, at less than half the recommended strength. When I fertilize and pH adjust water, I generally do this in a 30-gallon container. This is enough to water quite a few plants, and that day I watered many plants in this garden, but this was the only one that had an issue. I also have another cultivar of Leucospermum just down here a bit, which I did not water on that day, and as you can see, it looks fine. Though now that I'm looking at it closely, I am seeing a very small amount of discoloration on the leaf tips. So I'm glad I've learned how sensitive these plants are, and I will now be much more careful with how I fertilize these. Leucospermums are in the Proteaceae family, which also include Proteas and Leucadendrons. Most of these plants are endemic to the Cape Floristic region of South Africa, which is home to the greatest non-tropical concentration of higher plant species in the world. Most of the region is covered with fynbos, which is a type of shrubland on nutrient-poor soil. These soils are especially poor in phosphorus, where levels are usually only between 1 and 4 parts per million, while typical agricultural soil is often around 50 to 70 parts per million, and may even reach as high as 300 parts per million. Unlike most plants, those in the Proteaceae family are not able to limit their phosphorus uptake when it's plentiful, and this can result in phosphorus toxicity. These plants just keep taking in this nutrient until it literally poisons them. Phosphorus is also a relatively immobile nutrient that binds to the soil, which makes the problem even worse. Phosphorus is not easily flushed from the soil, but instead, the best way to remove it is by growing other plants in the soil, and these plants will take up the phosphorus as they grow. So knowing this, I likely won't plant another Proteaceae plant in this exact spot, though I still do enjoy this plant and would like to add more. They have beautiful flowers and do well in Mediterranean climates with winter rain, which is the type of climate I'm in. And I now know that these plants are incredibly sensitive to over-fertilization, and hopefully I'll do better next time. I hope you learned something from this video and won't make the mistake I did by giving these types of plants fertilizer with phosphorus. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.